Sequences. I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about it now. Sequences form a massive part of my playing, and over the years, I've been playing for over 20 years now. During my practice routine, I've practiced sequences over and over and over, and they formed a huge part of my practice routines over the years. I've played them so much that some of them are now an integral part of the lines that I play. When you play a sequence, if you pick every single note every single time, it's going to sound very, very stiff. You know, if that's the sound that you want, great, by all means. I'm not saying don't do it, but it's important to try various different things. You know, mix up when you pick, when you hammer on, when you pull off, when you hammer on from nowhere, that kind of thing, because it will get you different sounds with the same sequence. So you can take one sequence and apply lots of different ways of playing it, different techniques, and you will get completely different sound every single time. So it's important that you explore those and discover those for yourself. Some sequences you'll find me playing all the time when I'm improvising. I've played them that much over the years, I've practiced them that much over the years, they are part of who I am almost. You know, so when I pick up the guitar and I'm improvising over a backing track or whatever, a lot of these sequences just naturally come out because I've played them so much. When you're presented with sequences and patterns, one of the biggest stumbling blocks for players is ways of integrating them into your improvisation. I get very frustrated at times with players because they seem to think that it's quite difficult to do. I don't think it is at all. I've had many students over the years that say, okay, I've got the sequence now, but you know, I don't know how to apply it. I don't know how to integrate it into my playing. I've never understood that. It's really, really simple. The first thing that you need to do is play the sequence. Get your backing track and just play the sequence over and over. You know, you've got to practice these things for them to become part of your playing. And that's one thing that some of these guys don't do. They'll play the sequence for a little bit and then stop. No wonder it's not integrating into your playing, because you don't practice it enough. You know, the way I did it was I did it over and over and over. And I naturally gravitated towards the sequences that I liked the sound of, and eventually they became part of my playing. So that's how you apply them. On a shorter term, over less time, you can actually apply these ideas pretty much straight away. You can take one sequence and you can just change the note upon which it ends. It sounds trivial, but it really, really works. All you have to do is just finish the phrase off. You know, you can add a bit of articulation in there, sliding, string bending, whatever. That's the enjoyable part of these sequences, is to see how creative you can get with it. Really, really simple. You know, personally, I can't see why the application of things like this is so hard for people. You know, just do it. That is the most important thing, is just practice the sequences over and over and just try different things. You know, get your backing track on and just do it. You know, these things will present themselves if you work hard enough, and that's the key. You've got to make sure you practice hard.